There are many ways to categorize different side-scrollers, whether based on their gameplay genre, or visual depiction, or just their story. 2D games are more diverse than California. Although no genre or narrative style solely guarantees succession or failure, I believe there's a little detail that can almost do that. It's the protagonist looking humane or not. Playing as a nameless thing that doesn't have a mind, nor a will, or even a gender is far more exciting than playing as Jack. Now of course there are lots of exceptions like Dead Cells and Blasphemous, but usually a human character is more boring. In this video we take a look into why that's the case, so please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, as I'm in dire need of your support. The first and the biggest reason is human movements and body language. Humans walk in a weird pattern, with their arms moving in different ways, their sprint, rolling, falling down. It's so easy to mess something up. Since we see this kind of movement every day around us, it's not that hard to realize these people walk like the 80s sci-fi movies characters. There's also the case of body language. Setting aside all of these different motions, there should be some poetry in the body's movements. If the main character keeps walking in a loop of animation, it gets pretty boring after a while. That's why the Beheaded uses a fluid style of walking in Dead Cells, like a dance with the devil. The second reason, which is my favorite, and a little biased to be honest, is nostalgia. Most of the retro games in the 80s and 90s would consist of non-humane main characters like Sonic and Tiny Toon and Pac-Man. And if they did feature a human, they tend to not look like one, like Super Mario. That's why when we play games like this nowadays, something's off, but not with a game like Celeste, where even though the main character is a human, which is basically a piece of block. Another one is the freedom in gameplay, especially in the battles. The smaller you are, the harder it is for the enemy to hit you. Now I didn't realize this until I played as a boss in this game, which had a very heartwarming message. Size does matter, the smaller the better. Being small comes with 3 benefits wrapped into one. Since you're too difficult to get hit, the devs can add as much attack patterns as they want to the boss to kinda equalize it. You have more freedom to face these attacks and learn them, and in the meantime you experience an epic battle. Further proof to my point is that when the boss is also small in size, you know it's gonna be an even crazier fight than with those big ones. Last but not least, aesthetics. Let's not fool ourselves. Human beings are not beautiful. We're just not. Not without loads of makeups and clothing and accessories. And even with wearing them, we still might not be that good looking. On the other hand, these characters, whether they're an animal or a complete imaginary being, they have an elegance to them. Let's throw a competition. You pick the cutest human being you know. I pick the Knight from Hollow Knight. Who's gonna win? The Knight or Samuel L. Jackson? Everything is beautiful when it's small. Imagine elephants or giraffes or hippos were the size of your thumb. Wouldn't they be the cutest thing ever? A little Samuel L. Jackson to F-bomb you from the fishbowl. Now imagine a cockroach or a wasp as big as a gorilla. I rest my case. We're almost there, except a little bonus section. It happens now and then that the gameplay of a game is based on its character's entity. Now what does that mean? It means that the character has some abilities that are based on their own nature and no one else could have that ability. Case in point, Unravel is about a lump of yarn who uses its strings to go around places, to climb, to hang and swing. And every now and then you run out of yarn, and the remaining length will limit your reach. Yet another example is the cat slug in Rainbow. It can crawl and fit itself into any hole or tube, something a human could never do. Anyways, that's all for today now. Hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed, and as always, don't you dare go hollow.